Good day, everybody. This is John Hester here. I'm at Hester's Motorsports in Raton, New Mexico. There's a website right there. You can see our vehicles online. Today we're going over the all-new 2025 Ridge Crew Limited. So this is the XR Limited. This is the biggest, baddest, most loaded, most everything that Kawasaki could throw at it. This machine here, we just got it. Put some gas in it, checked the oils, drove it up and down the road, couple miles, did about 3 heat cycles on it just so we could run it. It's not even fully PDI'd. You can see the winch. We don't even have the winch hook on it yet. I mean, you'll see in the back here we got stuff still on the A-arms. I mean, literally, I mean, we just got it and I wanted to do a video of it. I had a little bit of time and wanted to get this done. It's a bit cold out today. It's nice and sunny here in mid-March, and so I got a little bit of a wind, so wind chill is probably about 20 degrees. So I might make this a little bit quicker than I really want to, but I mean, most everybody has seen videos on the ridges. You can see some of my very in-depth hour-long video on the very first ridge that we had got in last year. Everything is basically going to be kind of that same type of thing. Same thing, I got a video on the Limited that goes through everything in detail. I show the cameras, I show everything. So the Limited XR is the most loaded one. It has everything. It comes with the winch, comes with the brush guard, comes with front and rear cameras, the full HVAC, heat. You know, of course, everybody should know what HVAC means: heat, ventilation, and air conditioning. So you have full air conditioning, heat, everything. I mean, this sucker smells like a car. I mean, it's like a new car, that new car smell. So it's really nice. Beautiful instrumentation, tells you anything and everything except when to wipe your rear end, pretty much. It's got everything, all the selection buttons down here. I've got a very, like I said, very in-depth video. You can hear the fan kick on because it's at full temperature. You know, you can see it's at full temperature because I just ran it up and down the road to bring it up to temp to make sure, because I'm going to do a video and I'm going to do a acceleration pull on this so everybody can see. Your winch controls, lights, everything. I mean, you can, you know, come in here and hit whatever you want, your meter, your camera, vehicle information settings. I mean, all this stuff. Like I said, I've got, you know, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time going in super in depth onto this machine because it's the same features and same basic stuff that I've shown in other videos as well. Granted, somebody might be like, well, hey, you know, I'm new to it, so I'm doing just a quick overview. Check out some of our other videos, mainly like the Ridge Limited. It's a gold 2-door that I did a video on our Ridge playlist. I go through all this stuff in great detail, show you the cameras front and rear, how you could zoom in and out, all that stuff. Power modes, you got sport, normal, and work. What these do is it changes the throttle throw at the, because it's a fly-by-wire throttle control system, and sport takes a little bit of throttle for the engine to ramp up and the throttle bodies to open, so sharper throttle response on each stage. So work is dumbed down, numbed down, and it's the throttle bodies open really slow, so it's very smooth, very progressive. If you don't know how to plant your foot, whenever you drive a side-by-side, you always put your foot on the floor. You don't hold it up above, because every bump, you're jabbing at it on every bump. And what happens, you have it in sport, and you're jabbing it, and the machine's whoom, whoom. You put it in work, you jab it, the machine doesn't even register. You know what I mean? So if you drive with your foot up in the air, or you have short legs and you can't reach it, put it in work mode, because your foot will be jabbing that throttle and the engine will sound like an electric motor, just hum right along. It won't have that surge. So that's kind of where those modes come into play. Now the other thing, on being that this is an XR model. The XR is the higher performance, fully loaded. So you actually have 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, which also locks, well, that engages 4-wheel drive. Granted, I don't know if you heard the servo motor engage, but because the coolant fan is kind of making a, well, it's not that loud, but you can't really hear it. But anyways, so you engage in 4-wheel drive, these lights will come on once you roll a little bit and it engages. Then you have full diff lock. So once you get it into full diff lock, that's going to lock in. Now, of course, I'll show you whenever I'm driving on all of this, but you have full control. It'll lock and unlock both front and rear differentials. So this is 100% full lock on this one. Windshield wiper, key, park and brake right here. High range and low range. High range for high speed, low range for low speed. You're driving sub 20 miles an hour, this is the one you want to be in. You're driving over 20 miles an hour, that's the one you want to be in. You got full GPS, Garmin, sound system, everything. You got the stereo system, the speakers up here. You got more speakers right there, more speakers right there. This is an 8-speaker sound system in the Crew, and it sounds pretty dang good. So this here, the customer is going to get all this set up on here, so it's going to be basically exactly the same thing, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. We're going to go next. I'm going to skip that because customer's going to do all that. So this is all your vehicle characteristics. You can see what the width is. I mean, you can go into such detail, it's crazy on all of this stuff. So it gives you all this rundown that you can do. You have your locations, oops, media player, everything is on here. So if you got a ridge, let me shut this door real quick. That way you just don't hear cars passing by and everything. And you got all of this. So if you get yourself an XR Limited, or either 2-door or 4-door on the Limited machine that has this system, or you add this as an option, this is an option on all Ridge models, then you can just go through your manual and be able to learn all this stuff. So you got everything. So see, I got everything right here that's over here. So it's got your temperature, your fuel gauge, it's got everything. So it's really cool. You got phone notifications. I mean, it's got everything. You Bluetooth your phone. I mean, this sucker's just pimped out. I mean, it is awesome. It is freaking awesome. Air conditioner works very, very good. It is cold outside here. We're in northeastern New Mexico. We're at 7,000 feet. We had snow yesterday. Then the sun came out, and it, I mean, it looks completely dry because it was just a dusting of powder, not that much snow yesterday, but we did get about 18 inches just before Christmas this in 24. So we get snow, but we're at higher altitudes. That's the other thing I want to kind of point out is we're at 7,000 foot. So any driving and everything that I'm going to do on this and acceleration, you have to take into account I am at high altitude. If you're at lower at sea level, yours is going to be a little bit quicker because you have more power with more air on that. All your controls and everything for the air conditioners right up here, just like a car, super simple. You got your defrost, you got your feet, you got your everything, full dash, speed, temperature, and then of course this, you can have fresh air or recirculate just like a car. I mean, it does everything just like a car. Really slick setup. You have a cubby over here. Like I said, this machine is still not even fully PDI'd. Down in here, see, look at all this stuff that we still got to do on that. Now, the XR Limited Crew is a 5-passenger machine. So, being a 5-passenger, you have this center console in the middle. If you want a 6-passenger, that is not the XR Limited, okay? You're going to get one of the, like the HVAC model. You'll get the HVAC model on there, or the regular XR. That one is a 4-passenger. It's going to have 4 bucket seats. This one is a 5-passenger bench in the rear and 2 bucket-ish seats in the front, with the center console. And the center console opens up, nice deep console, big console, very nice. Cup holders just about everywhere. You know, I mean, look at the size of that sucker. Put your 55-gallon drum koozie over here. Big little console here for everybody in the back. I'm gonna get into the back seats here so that way you can see. This is a front door opens normally, rear door opens suicide. I don't know if I like that all that much, but it's not that bad, but I don't know. I could just see somebody hopping out right here and then the driver, boom, right into you. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on the suicide door, but anyways, I digress. Let's get back to this. Let me shut the door. There we go. That way we don't have anything. Each door has its own power window, and then you have, you know, all your main power window controls up over there. For the front doors, that is the rear door power window switches down there on your front dash. I am 6 foot tall, 36-inch inseam, and I got it goes underneath there. Granted, my shins will hit before I bottom out underneath there. See, it goes all the way underneath there, so you could actually throw some stuff underneath there, but it might slide forward when you hit the brakes, because there's no wall in the front stopping anything. It has little nets both sides. Sorry, I got a glare on my glasses here. Okay, here's the DC outlets right here. I had a glare on my glasses here. It is a split bench, so you can see how the seat is arranged there. So you got like the contour seating. The seats back here are identical to the two-door, the front seats in the two-door. So you do have nice seats, nice contoured seats in the back as well. And then the center console, let me unbuckle this. Center console will come down, and you got more cup holders there. And you do have room back here that you could throw stuff behind the seats. So that's cool. You can throw in a little bit of cargo stuff in there. Bam diggity, Bob's your uncle. Now, of course, both seats, you have full adjustability on both seats on the front, which is really nice. You got the handles right here. Open it up. Now, I do want to say that I saw a video just the other day, the exact same machine. It was a guy, it wasn't one of our customers, it's just I saw this on YouTube. It was actually on the Facebook page that he shared it, the Ridge owners page. And he showed one thing that on the rear doors, you could see daylight out of it and out of the top corner. And I see what Kawasaki did. So he must have got one of the very, very early, very first ones to roll off the floor, and this is already changed within like a month. I saw that video literally like a week ago, and what it is, so if you're watching, contact your Kawasaki dealer. Look right here. Kawasaki has this part that creates this seal for the door, and as you can see, there is no light shining through, so it seals all the way around. I don't know what on his particular machine, if that was something that Kawasaki forgot at the manufacturing plant. That's an answer that I do not have for his particular machine. So if you happen to see a gentleman that his machine was all muddy and he talked about it, and you know, for the most part, I mean, he loved the machine, just little tiny things. But that's one thing that he showed, is he opened up the door and he shined from the passenger side looking at the driver's side, and this was a straight square. It didn't have this piece right here. So that is either something that Kawasaki corrected very quickly, or for some reason his was left off at the factory. So there you go. If you bought a Ridge Crew and yours does not have that, contact your Kawasaki dealer, show them this video, and I guarantee you 1,000,000% Kawasaki is going to take care of that for you. The other thing that the Ridge, the XRs come with, is 30-inch sun-up tires. You have the same size wheel and tire at all four corners on this machine, which is nice. Keeps everything simple, so you could do that, rotate and all that good stuff, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. You can see we still have the protectors from shipping, you know, because they tie off onto the A-arms whenever it's in the semi truck on there. I haven't even got them taken off yet. Rear bumper is on the Limited, and you can see the camera right there. Single latch tailgate, come down. You got tie down holds here. These, I haven't really seen anything from Kawasaki yet for the accessories. I really, you know, please forgive me, I haven't sat there and spent a whole lot of time trying to find stuff that fits in there. Forgive me on that. I do a lot of stuff, so I'm very, very busy. But anyways, back to this here. You could access the bed lift from either side, and there's that awesome inline 4-cylinder 999cc engine, 116 horsepower on the XR, 92 horsepower on the non-XR models. But trust me, 92 is more than enough. 116 is way more than enough. Well, I forgot what I was going to say. Very, very smooth, near zero vibration on this engine. It's very, very smooth, very quiet engine. And granted, some people are not used to an inline 4-cylinder. Inline 4-cylinders love RPMs. This sucker revs really, really high, and you know, when you're in the top end of it and you're running it out, it'll do over 40 in, you know, low range, and I've seen some of these suckers doing over 80 in high range, although Kawasaki says 75 miles an hour, but which is also ridiculous. I mean, yeah, you're in a machine like this with your family, cruising with the stereo on and air conditioning. Why the hell you want to drive 70 miles an hour on a side-by-side? You know, I mean, take it out on the trails, have some fun. That's what it's made for. It's not a car. Don't buy it for a car. That's my preference. That's why I look at it. But hey, it's your money, not mine. You know, you buy it for whatever you want, really. But in some areas that I guess I'm jealous because, you know, we can't drive this like a car here in New Mexico. There's some places that we can drive around town, in some towns like Red River, New Mexico, which is awesome. But like here in our town, we can't. And so I don't know, maybe I'm salty on that. I look, you know, sell a lot of machines to Arizona, and they register them for the street and they drive them all over the place, and I don't know, maybe I'm salty because they can do it and I can't. Hey, maybe that's a cue for me to move to Arizona. Anyways, so you got a little bit over a 10-gallon fuel tank, almost 11-gallon fuel tank on this bad boy. So you have a very generous, let me get on the passenger side actually this time, a very generous supply of fuel. I know I did point out a winch. It's a 4,500 pound Warren winch, full synthetic. So I come around here. Let's see, does this lift up? Okay, so exactly like the T-Rex seat, you got this latch right there, just so I can show you what it kind of looks like here. You can see the latch mechanism, how it moves forward and backwards. You got good, generous amount of storage stuff underneath here. See? So there's really no wall or nothing, so I see, you know, bolting in boxes and stuff in here. I see bolted in boxes and all that stuff. Doing pretty good as far as that goes. You got a little bit of cubbies up in here. Your glove box, I showed you that. You got your, that's where your winch lanyard works on it, but remember you got your winch switch right there on the, you know, left side of your steering wheel. I've seen a couple companies making turn signal kits for these, really nice. I think Kinetic Creations has one. Uses lights up in here, you know, the light up, the eyebrow light there would be the turn signal. WD, I believe it is. Sorry, I don't sell them, so I don't remember offhand. I'm just trying to give you some information on there. Good Lord, look at the size of the springs. I think the spring is bigger than the spring on my, hey, look at that sucker. Good Lord, that's a, can't wait till we get our Hester dish and Elkas on these bad boys. Woo! All right, now something that I know you guys want to see. Let's go for a little drive. Now this machine has not been registered on the ECU, so you're going to see the ECU light flashing. That does not mean that, uh-oh, I have a problem on my machine. No, that means the vehicle has not yet been registered with Kawasaki yet. I'm going to put it in sport mode just for a little bit more deal, a little bit more response. So you can see our CVT temp is only at 84 degrees. Engine's cooled down a little bit now. Well, you heard the fan running earlier. But yeah, this sucker, I mean, look at 9,000 RPM red line on this bad boy. And this engine loves to rev. Its real meat of the power is really about 6. It starts to come on. 7, it feels like it surges, you know, just like a sport bike. You know, you get an inline 4-cylinder sport bike, it's not a whole lot. It's building, it's building, it's building. 7,000 to 9,000, that's happy hour on this bad boy. It loves to rev. It's a different sounding machine. It's quiet. This thing's quiet. I don't care what anybody says. You don't think a machine this is quiet, then you need to go drive a Kawasaki TRX 4-seater. Put that thing to the floor. Tell me what you think. Drive a Honda Pioneer. Clutching is smooth now. I've heard reports that they changed parts in the clutching. I do not know what parts were changed. I don't know if they just changed springs, if they changed weights, if they just kind of finagled with the, you know, the actual ramp weights and the actual tunability parts of the clutching. But I'm in high range. Now, of course, I always tell everybody, you're going to drive slow, drive in low range. But I'm going to just show you. I'm in high range. You can see that right there. And just breathe on the throttle. Clutch engages. It's smooth. There's no jerk. I mean, I'm doing 1 mile an hour. So they did a good job. The 24s definitely had a jerky clutch to them at really slow speed. If you got going 5 miles an hour, it was fine. You're fully engaged. You're good to go. Stuff like that. So we're just going to drive up the road here. I had a dang bear come and get in the dumpster here last night. We had to clean up a whole bunch of trash. Yep, we got bears. So nice with the air conditioning, and I don't look at this machine as a utility vehicle. It has utility capability, but this is more of a recreation vehicle, honestly. If you're buying this as a ranch machine, and you buy a mule, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think this is a ranch everyday workhorse machine. It's too hyper. It's like getting a you know, a Dodge TRX with a Hellcat engine in it and using that for your ranch work vehicle. I mean, it's your money if you want to, but I believe, I mean, if you love the HVAC and everything, yes, it will do the work. It will do the work, but you have a bigger bed on a mule, and its torque range is better for pulling and towing. So anyways, we're gonna get up here, and down there you see the third dumpster down there. That is essentially the next block. And one last reminder, we are at 7,000 foot in the Rocky Mountains. I mean, look at this. I mean, we're beautiful Rocky Mountains all the way around us here. Okay, I'm in sport mode, 2-wheel drive, and full temp. Engine's had several heat cycles, so don't cry at me. And here we go. Brakes are really good. I mean, I'm gonna mash the brakes here, and I just locked up 30s on asphalt. I had a customer say that my brakes aren't that good, and I said, go to the gym. You gotta build up those leg muscles, man. You want some brakes, you shove that sucker hard. So we're just gonna kind of come up here, bounce up over the little edge here. It rides smooth. It's body rolled. It's not that bad. It doesn't have sway bars. Great on the trail. Once again, this isn't a car. It's not a car. Oh yeah, I was going to show you guys. Let me put it in low range. So there's 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Now let me go. See, it engaged. Now diff lock, servo motor engaged. Bring forward a little bit. Sometimes if you just get your wheels turning a little bit. Let me back up. I don't want to drive into the pole right here. And it's calling me a liar here. Give me a second. There we go. I heard it click that time. Sometimes you need to turn this, oops, damn it. Sometimes you need to turn the steering wheel, get them to either lock or unlock. So like I'll turn it, see it just came right out. You can see it came right out. But you saw it locks both front and rear at the same time. I would like to see a switch where I can control the rear diff by itself. That's my preference. You know, because I drive a lot of trails in just 2-wheel drive, but I'll have the diff lock locked in. You know, like a TRX or a KRX, those are posi rear end, so they're locked all the time. You can't take it in or out. This, at least you have turf mode, but I would like to be able to see it. Call me anal, I don't know. It's just my preference. You know, a lot of times when I do these videos, I'll spout out what I'm thinking, and I try to be as honest as possible, give you guys my honest impression of it and everything. I would like to see, you know, that type of control, you know, because like I said, I drive a lot of trails just 2-wheel drive, but I like the rear diff locked. I'll only use 4-wheel drive seldom. I almost never use diff lock unless I'm doing some crazy rock crawling. Or if I'm going to be going through some pretty deep mud or snow, I might use div lock like in my Terex, Terex 4, that is our personal vehicles. I mean, I like it. I really like it. Damn it! I shouldn't have drove it. I really like it. Man, as you get older, you get more spoiled. Oh man, I even said to my wife when we drove an XR this last summer. We drove an XR this last summer, and you know, she liked it, I liked it, and I was like, man, I wish they made a crew. I mean, I want the T-Rex bucket seats. You know, I honestly, I kind of want everything that this Limited has. I don't need it. I kind of want it. You know, I want a stereo system and stuff. I could do that to anyone, but I just kind of wish it had the better bucket seats. This is my preference. I like those seats better than those seats. The back is too short. It doesn't give you enough high back support, if you ask me. The other ones are just so much more comfortable. They're basically the T-Rex seats. You know, let me go in here. I'll show you a T-Rex. I'm going to pause it just real quick here. So this is the T-Rex 4. This is the exact, this base part is basically the same as what that Ridge has. This is the high mount seat that the other XRs have. This is the seat that I really like. I really like that seat a lot more. I can put the seat in the Ridge, but I have to buy the seats. This my personal preference. I like the high back seat. You know, I like the high back seat. But dang it. What's my thoughts? Damn it, I shouldn't have drove it. I really like it. I really like it. I think it has plenty of power. And this is, you know, man, this engine is a fire-breathing monster. Whether you get the XR or non-XR, it doesn't matter. It's the same engine, same components. You do an ECU tune, you could buy the XR exhaust tip right here. This is a slightly larger tip on the XR than the non-XR. You buy that, you get a tune. There's a few places doing them now. Or I know Aftermarket Assassins makes a performance muffler that's really nice. Not that loud at all. It's actually kind of quieter than the stock, but it's really quiet. But it's a real free-flowing muffler. You do their muffler and their tune. I'm just using them as an example. They're not the only ones out there, but just what I've read and seen, and that's like 140 horsepower. And it doesn't matter if it's an XR or a non-XR. You can get 140 horsepower out of this engine. This engine is a fire-breathing monster, man. It is crazy. You do a really good clutch setup, and this thing will beat some naturally aspirated sport machines. And then you got 5 people with the air conditioning on and the stereo, and you're running next to a Razor 1000 XP, you know, laughing. And that Razor's looking at you. It's like a, you know, it's like a Corvette being pulled by a truck, you know, in a drag race, you know, being walked away from a truck. That's the type of power you can have, and you can do that on either one. Tires can be changed on either one. I've seen a couple people run 35s. Man, that is pushing it. 32 is what I would do. 32 Hester dish and Elka shocks. I'm actually gonna design it to probably set down a little bit, get the arms a little bit flatter. More performance, trophy truck. Think performance. If I can get this down better, I'm also lowering the center of gravity, less body roll, better performance, better handling. I mean, this thing will eat sport machines for lunch. Full clutch kit, exhaust, tune, 32s, Hester dish and Elka shocks. Oh, son of a I shouldn't have drove it. Shit. I'm gonna buy it. Okay. Thank you all for watching. God bless. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You're probably going to see this ridge a lot more. I think I'm going to go buy it. I think I'm going to buy it. Oh my gosh. I'm going to buy a $40,000 side-by-side today. Shit. I shouldn't have drove it. Well, that goes to show you. Go to your dealer, get in the sucker, take it for a drive, but you better bring a trailer. You're going to want it. Just buy it. Just go buy it. I'm telling you. Go to your local Kawasaki dealer. Get yourself a ridge. Doesn't have to be the limit. Get yourself any ridge. Any ridge. You can customize it any way you want. You can do any sound system you want. You can do the GPS. You can do the bumpers. You can do the cameras. You can add that to anything. Build your own. Build your own. Yeah. I think you just saw me buy a new machine on our YouTube channel here. Shit. I guess I'm gonna go do some paperwork. Thank you all. God bless. Give you one quick walk around here. Show you this gorgeous machine. Do a nice full Hester edition. Hester's Motorsports. Hester edition Elka wrap on it. Paint the arms lime green. I know Super ATV is working on some stuff. Yeah. Oh. Long travel. Yeah. Super ATV, get with me. Let's make a long travel. Or Thumper Fab. Thumper Fab. Let's go. Hester edition Elka shocks. I can design it all. Let's do it. Or HCR. Well, Super ATV, you own HCR. Let's build an HCR long travel. Come on. Come on, let's do it. Hester edition Elka shocks on a long HCR long travel. God mode ridge. Whoo! I'm sorry, I'm daydreaming. I'm taking you along for the ride. Let's go. Thank you all for watching. God bless. Holy crap, I think I just bought a $40,000 side-by-side. I'm hyperventilating. That's more than my truck. Thank you all.